Warriors haven't lost a home game since March 8th. What do the Cavs have to do to end that streak?
Well, I think they've got to come close to shooting as well as they did. I mean, that was the big difference between Game 4 and, say, Game 3, which they probably also should have won, and they're going to kick themselves if they lose tonight. That's the one that's going to haunt them into the offseason. But it's shot making. It's, on contested shots, on uncontested shots. They hit 53% on uncontested shots in Game 4, just under 35% in Game 5. And they were nearly as good on the contested shots. Some of those crazy ones that Kyrie Irving hit, they were just under 47% when they were well guarded. And those are crazy good numbers, which leads to the 49 after one quarter and 86 after a half. I don't think they can sustain that, but they've got to be more efficient, obviously, because this is an offensive team. They're not a very good defensive team. I thought the defense was marginally better in Game 4, but they're going to have to outscore the Warriors to win these games.
All right, so the situation is slightly different, but the numbers are the same. So after 4 games, it's a 3-1 Warriors lead. How concerned are they, or should they be, about their situation this year?
You're speaking of Golden State?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't know that they should be feeling concerned. I mean, they're back on their home floor. They didn't play their best in Game 4. They were beaten, but I thought they were complicit in it, and that's just sort of human nature that you might let down a little bit. I was only surprised in that they had the potential for the perfect season on the line, that they didn't come out with a little more intensity. I don't think they should be concerned, but if the Cavaliers come out and, like I said, can shoot the way they did in Game 4 and take Game 5, then things get very interesting, and it does get into their heads for sure after what happened last year. But for tonight, look, I expect the Warriors to finish this off tonight. We'll see what actually happens. But if the Cavaliers are able to go nuts again and knock down 20 or who knows the way the NBA is going, 20 or 30 threes in a finals game, then things get very, very different for Golden State.
If the Cavs are able to pull out the victory, who's the one X factor that we're talking about tomorrow?
Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson played by far his best game of the series in Game 4. He had 10 rebounds. He'd had 11 in the previous 3 games of the series so far. He was basically taken out of the series by Golden State and frankly, kind of a no-show so far. But his activity is huge for them. I felt like he was one of the keys to the series for the Cavaliers coming in. He's a great screener and a great offensive rebounder. They need activity from him on both ends of the floor, and I still feel like he's one of the keys. If you're talking about X factor beyond the another 70-point night out of Kyrie and LeBron, I think that's the guy.